If you are looking for a flavorful dish that combines a little bit of sweet and a little bit of heat, I've got a recipe for you. Welcome back to the Silly Kitchen. Today, I'm gonna show you my version of a chicken pineapple curry. And one of the best things about this dish, not only is it easy to make, but it is all done in one pot or pan, so the cleanup is super easy. There's a lot of ingredients in this one, so let's go over to the stovetop and start cooking and building our recipe. All right, let's get cooking. We need a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan as we let it warm up on medium-high heat. We've got quite a few ingredients to work with today. Some boneless, skinless chicken breasts cut up into cubes. We've got whatever vegetables you want, but today I'm going with celery, two kinds of onions, red and sweet white onions, some zucchini, some sliced garlic. We've got some bamboo shoots, pineapple. We do need one whole lime, and your favorite hot pepper. I'm doing a Scotch bonnet because that's all I could find. I wanted a red chili. We also need some Thai curry paste and coconut milk, and I think that's it. Once your pan is nice and hot, we will be starting with putting our chicken in and getting that cooked up. You know the pan's hot when you hear that sizzle. Now your chicken is not cooked yet, but we're starting to get a little bit of a cook on it. Now, my recommendation, anytime you're making a one-pot meal like this, is that you start building in your aromatics in the first layer. So, garlic goes in, as well as my onions. And the reason that I do this is because I want all those flavors from the aromatics, the onions, the garlic, to cook out into the chicken and the juices that we're starting to work with. Let's add in some celery for color. And also to start softening that celery up a little bit. Your onions should be a little bit soft, but not fully kind of mushy because they're gonna cook out once we get sauce in as well. Let's hit this up with a little bit of pepper. Now what I like to do when we get the sauce going is move things a little bit off to the side. And I'm gonna toss in my coconut milk. Now you'll notice the sizzle has stopped a little bit because the coconut milk is cold and the pan is hot. So now we want that heat to come back to temperature so that when we add in our 2 teaspoons of yellow curry paste, it will kind of melt and dissolve into that coconut milk. So I'm gonna wait for the temperature to come back up just a little bit here. You'll see it does not take long at all. I can see little bubbles happening here. So in the middle of my pan goes 2 teaspoons, not real measured teaspoons, but like 2 teaspoons of yellow curry paste. You can use green curry paste, red curry paste, whatever curry paste you've got out there. But I like the color that this one creates for this pineapple chicken dish. So see how I'm using the middle to let it all dissolve? And that way I'm not kind of worried about any chunks forming or staying inside my pan. Clever, eh? And I only used about 3/4 of the can, so I'm gonna use the rest of that now that I've got that good dissolve going on. If this is too rich for you, this is where you can also hit it up with a little bit of chicken stock or vegetable stock to give it a more diluted kind of consistency, but I really like the way coconut milk is. And the other thing is we're gonna let this reduce a bit and even thicken up a bit more. You can see very quickly it's coming back up to a boil and simmer. This is where we can now go ahead and turn it down to medium heat, because we're still gonna cook it, but we don't want it to keep bubbling too much. Okay, let's continue layering in our vegetables. I'm gonna toss that zucchini in there next. As well, bamboo shoots go in. I just bought bamboo shoots in the international aisle. They just come in a can. I don't really know if you can buy them any other way, but that's all I know. Give it a good stirring. Get all that mixed together. I found some green beans in the fridge too. Just a few leftover ones. I thought they'd go well in here. So I'm throwing them in. Why not? This is also a good time to hit up your sauce with some of that lime juice. So let's put in the juice of an entire lime. Woo! There's half. And let's get the other half. Now, another optional ingredient that I didn't talk about is ginger. This is gonna add lots of beautiful flavor into your dish. But if you don't wanna use it, you don't have to. I'm going to, and I'm gonna do like half a teaspoon. And make sure you stir it up. Get all that lime and ginger incorporated into the whole dish. Our final two ingredients are the pineapple, and I'm using Scotch bonnets. Like I said, if I had chili peppers, I would use that. But the reason we're gonna put these in last is because we don't want the pineapple to get too mushy cooking in here. And the other thing is, depending how much heat you want, the longer the hot peppers sit in here, the hotter the sauce is gonna get. So you choose your heat level. To finish the dish off, I simply garnish with a bunch of fresh parsley, and now you are ready to eat. Serve this over rice, eat it on its own, or even toss in some noodles and you are ready to go. Thank you for hanging out with me on another episode of The Silly Kitchen. If you want to be inspired to cook more at home, I hope you subscribe to this channel, because that's exactly what I hope that my recipes do for you. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.